Hello, welcome back. Fred in the Shed. One and another little stealth spy camera review. This one is a little bit different. This one is in the shape of a coat hook. Now, I've not seen anything like this before, not on eBay, certainly not at this price. I bought this in at just under £5 UK, but I need to check the adverts. I believe since then there has been a price increase, so I'll put a little pop-up on the screen now, which is the latest price that this is selling for. So yeah, as I say, it is a usable coat hook. It does come with all the fixings here. We have a little sort of double-sided sticky pad and also a couple of very small screws. So you can sort of attach this to a wall or a door and use it as a coat hook. But on the top there, it does have a little spy cam. Whether that's obvious or not, maybe it is if you're looking for it, but no, you probably sort of get away with using that with a spy cam. I don't think that would sort of notice. Also, you just get a little mini USB to sort of mini G charging the sort of lead as well. The camera itself, it's pretty basic. You cannot use it as say a surveillance camera with a 5-volt power supply sort of linked in, so you are relying on the length of the battery. When the battery runs out, it will stop recording. I will sort of test that. It does have motion detection though, so you can just sort of put it up on the wall there. Once detected, it will carry on recording for 5 minutes and then go back into standby mode. So that's sort of quite useful. Now, video resolution doesn't claim to be anything particularly special. It claims 720 by 480, which is very similar to the little button camera that I tested. But in practice, I have a feeling that's going to be 640 by 480. I think they just try and get the 720 in there so they can say it's sort of semi-high def, if you like. There's no night vision on this, of course. There's no infrared LEDs, anything like that, so it will not work at night. And also the videos itself, once it uses a little TF card, fits in the back there. A little bit fiddly to get in, but once you get it in, you can sort of see. It will loop on the video card. I'm using a class 10 32GB, which will easily outlive the battery life. But if you're using a 2GB card, it will loop at the end of each 10-minute sort of clip. And in practice, I've found at 640 by 480, each 10-minute clip will approximately be 500 megabytes. So it will just sort of loop round. On the back there, just got the little charging port there for the sort of USB. I imagine this sort of slides off. I think that's got kind of a couple little slots there, so you can leave the fitment on the door itself. And rather interestingly, it's got a little switch on and off button as well. So yeah, you could just basically pull it off the door, off the wall, and then sort of switch it off, and then not so it won't be sort of going into its various modes whilst on the wall. The control button is just there, a little bit sort of clicking. It's one of those ones where you have to sort of hold down for a certain length of time, and then you get some sort of LEDs that sort of show up there just on the side, and you just have to sort of remember which sort of mode it to go into. And mostly you're probably going to be using this in motion detection mode. There's no point in using it as a camera or anything else. So yeah, that's the little sort of stealth coat hook camera. And right, I'm going to get straight onto it, and here's some footage. Here's how the coat hook looks attached to a door. Now, at a casual glance, I don't think you would suss this out. I don't think you'd realise there was a sort of a built-in camera. And if you hang sort of something on it, of course, it looks even more like a coat hook. And yeah, I think it passes the sort of stealth test quite well. Onto some real footage now. Now, straight away, the camera isn't 720p, it is 640 by 480, but I think that's fine for what it is. It seems to sort of pick up quite clear sort of footage even in sort of low light. So what's going to happen now is that a thief is going to break into my house and steal some of my stuff. So I'm going to be quiet and let you listen to what the camera picks up. Darn pesky tow rag making away with all my gear. Well, here is a screen capture from that video sequence, and I think this is clear. I think this is good enough to show to the police. So that's definitely a thumbs up for this camera. Moving on to the next part, and I think it's now time we tested the video length that you will get out of a fully charged battery. So we're moving outside for this. It might be rather crude, but I think effective test. Now, as we play this one out at high speed, just a note on the bottom of the video frame, you'll see these kind of little sort of line of dots appear, and occasionally the picture will jump. And I found this was happening when I took the camera outside on a particularly bright day. It's almost like it has trouble sort of handling the exposure of a bright day. I didn't get this problem when I was using the camera inside, but we'll have a look at this again just sort of the end. It's a little bit sort of worrying, really. Not quite sure why that happened, but anyway, as you can sort of see, the battery length is pretty much okay. I got just under the hour, which is pretty the same as I did out of the other cameras, so I think there may be sort of quite a generic kind of sort of battery, but I think an hour's battery length is, yeah, it's pretty acceptable for this type of camera, and for this price level, no real complaints there. The camera will do motion detection. Now, this won't give you any more battery time, but it does make the editing easier, because every time that the camera detects motion, it starts recording, and it will carry on for 5 minutes and then it will stop. So it's easier just when you look back over the recorded video, and it works quite well. So, bringing this video to a conclusion, I think the video quality is absolutely fine for what the camera costs. It's 640 by 480, not high def or anything like that. The only thing that did worry me was every now and then it just kind of seemed to lose the plot, like you can sort of see here. Everything become a little bit sort of jerky. You had those sort of lines appear at the bottom of the screen, and then you had to switch the camera off and then back on again, and then everything was okay, and that was just perhaps a little bit worrying. But you know, overall, as you can pick these up for just over £4 on eBay, I think they're a very good stealth camera, especially indoors. They could be quite useful if you want to find out what's happening when you're away from your home. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. If you did, I appreciate that. And links to buy are in the description, but these are all over eBay. But I'd just like to say cheers, thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll catch you all on the next one.